Alright. So, another vlog in my office. I think I'm gonna continue doing that because when I get home, I feel I'm tired. I wanna eat and I wanna sleep. Okay, so if there is something you can do to, not let yourself sleep, even though yesterday I slept and I felt better, and even though I slept in the morning, in the daytime, I still woke up today pretty fine. I mean, I woke up today at like 5:40 a.m. and still I'm awake since then. As soon as I woke up, I trained, I read Quran, I cooked myself some food to eat for breakfast, subhanAllah, and recording this vlog. Okay, so my name is Sanjar. For those who are new and watching this video for the first time, I think I have to introduce myself to this challenge. I'm recording these videos until I'm gonna make $1 million in revenue, aka profit. When you do business online, it's really irrelative. As soon as you don't spend money on staff, like hiring people, for example, in my agency with the websites, right? And I think the biggest expense is just if you want to delegate and um, I'm a little pissed off every time someone walks in and I'm like, it might be a client and I'm like recording this video. It's not okay. um, I already feel weird a little bit for filming this video in not my home, and like if the person is gonna see this thing, I'm gonna feel too awkward and too bad. Anyway, yeah, just make $1 million. It doesn't really matter to me really much. I think profit what matters. I think yeah, like this, it doesn't really matter, even if it's profit or revenue. When you don't have anything and I can definitely say that you are gonna be happy to make even $100 a month. Okay, so there is 15 minutes left before the prayer time. I think I'm gonna record this video quickly and I'm gonna go and pray. Right now I'm working in this day job until I'm gonna be able to get a coding job, or until I'm gonna find a job which is gonna pay you better. I don't care about how hard this work is gonna be. I don't care if it's gonna be in a supermarket and I'm gonna be tagged a lower echelon, because right now I'm sitting in a clean office with good lighting, right? Even though I'm making $150 a month, which is, alhamdulillah, thank God, pretty good pay for someone who is not employed officially. I'm not paying any taxes on that. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, anyway, getting back to actual work which I have done. So the early morning is basically like, I don't think I'm gonna impress you with something like that, because my priorities right now is not Yo, found a new angle. Subhanallah. Love this angle, by the way. Because it's, you can see this apple. Oh, my. Oh, anyway. Um, I have to record 2 vlogs every day now. The good news is that the second one, which I have to record, is only 2 minutes long. You might be asking, well, why? Sanjar, you're already recording a daily vlog on YouTube and all that stuff, but let me explain. I came up with an idea of documenting the process of me trying to get a coding job on separate social medias like Twitter and LinkedIn. Otherwise, standing out from the crowd of people who have just graduated coding bootcamp, and I'm not the best programmer out there. But the kind of person and human being I am is what differentiates me. The ideas which I have, thank God, first of all, thank God for everything. Because even the ideas which you receive are not the kind of ideas which everyone has. Yes, some people do have the same ideas as like you do, but even them, there might be just a few selected ones. So never ever take anything for granted, especially the thoughts and ideas, and because these are the things which you can buy for money. Otherwise, I think if I could have opened the eyes of my classmates for just, if I could have just paid someone to just rewrite their mindset as like reinstalling the Windows, 34 classmates or 30 something, around 30 classmates which I had at school. And believe it or not, throughout 4 or 5 years, okay, I changed schools, but even in the previous one I studied, 11 years at school, I did not find a single person who had the same mindset as I did. I'm not willing to brag here or anything like that. May Allah forgive me for that if I did, but I just genuinely want to say that this mindset thing is not something you can buy for money. You already have something more expensive and more, you know, anyone can watch a motivational video on Instagram, but there's only a few people who are gonna go and say, you know what, that pissed me off. This guy is training for 2 hours a day, and I'm not even doing 100 push-ups every day, which is gonna take me personally only 10 minutes a day. And yeah, I just, after watching that reel, stop watching any more reels, turn on some good stuff, not necessarily music, hard music, okay, but, and go ahead and just make some push-ups. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter if you want to see how I'm trying to document my journey. Twitter, because I'm not subscribed to premium, I have to make it under 120 seconds, which is equivalent of 2 minutes. Oh, okay. 2 minute long, 2 minute long, short video about how I'm trying to get a coding job. Okay, so there's two things. If you're interested, okay, these videos are for my business, for my agency. Right now, I'm actually on the call and I'm waiting for this one guy to show up. He's an appointment setter who booked a call with me, but he's not showing up. Here's my calendar, as you can see. He's not showing up. From 24 people who have applied for our position, filled out our Google form. 24 people filled out our Google form, but I think close to 14 of them did not work out with us. Let me count. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 6 is 10, I guess. Yes, okay. So 10 people we already had the meetings with. So 24 minus 10. We had only one girl who is 18 years old, and one guy. One dude and one girl, but both of them had experience working with outbound, no fixed fee, flat fixed fee a month. So they both rejected the offer which we gave them. They didn't want to work for a percentage. They wanted to get paid a flat fee for the work which they did a month, which is kind of good idea because I'm personally getting paid a flat fee a month, a day, not a month, but yeah, I mean, we can't afford it yet. Yeah, so I think that's it about the business so far. My co-founder is building some SOPs and mechanisms, the things which I didn't want to deal with personally. Like I'm more about the action rather than the theory. As you can see, I'm the one here sitting and taking the calls because I like this thing, even though it's frustrating sometimes. So I don't know what to say, man. Like in my current situation in life, I guess you clicked on this video to watch something motivational and inspirational, but right now the kind of process I'm going through is, I would say, a little depressing to watch. But if you have the eggs to do so, um, then watch it. I am, I have the courage to document it. I went from dude who was working full time on his business to the kind of I end up right now in the situation where I have to go to college, but I at the same time want to drop out of college and I have to talk to my parents about this thing. And I have a day job. I am trying to get a coding job. I already have a day job. I already have college and college fees. And I want to get a tech job. And I'm working on this thing for hours in a day. And still trying to record and do my business. Record my business, my journey, and do some business out there. Yeah, man. It's a slow progress, obviously. Don't hate me for, like, I mean, right now, what we are doing is basically just building our offer, right? Building the SOPs for appointment setters, and just hiring appointment setters and taking calls with them. That's the whole, I think, that's all what we're doing. My co-founder also has to go to school. He's 17 right now. And at the same time, train, at the same time, run this agency with me. I have to go to work. I have to go to college and at the same time do this business and at the same time try to get a coding job. Well, you might be saying, well, Sanjar, why do you want to get a coding job? Well, I'm working in a job anyway, and I thought that why not then make my one of my goals which 15-year-old me had when he was studying this coding stuff. I'm working in a job anyway, but I'm just getting paid like $150. Maybe I will get with the help of God, this coding job. And because of this coding job thing can help me out with various ways, actually. It can help me drop out of college, because if I have a job which is paying us, God will, close to $1,000, maybe 800, maybe 1,000. The average salary, even in Russia, of a junior developers is like 1,000 something dollars. So if I can get a coding job, it's gonna be way easier to drop out of college without any tears because of parents. And I also can quit my current job, because although it's not that bad, but still the pay is very low. And yeah, like, okay, go. That's what I got for today. I think this is general introduction to next couple of months. I think the game plan for next couple of months is to just continue working on this job while on the side trying to get a coding job, and while on the side still running this business. If this business is gonna do well, then there is no need for coding job. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just trying to make something out of it. I'm not trying to pretend, and I wasn't trying to pretend that I'm someone who have made it and figured it out. I know one thing, for going for the coding job, the number one priority, and the agency on the side as a second priority. Because I think you're gonna understand me, because even though agency is gonna do well, even though you're gonna make $5,000-10,000 in revenue, convincing your parents dropping out of college because you made 10K from your business is way harder than making $1,000 from your coding job. I hope you understand. I hope you like this video. Peace out.